I come to the garden alone while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet. The birds hush their singing, and the melody that he gave to me within my heart is ringing, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I stayed in the garden with him, though the night around me be falling, and he bids me go through the voice of all. His voice to me is calling, and he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
can't hardly talk. That's incredible. Listen, I just want to say that the most important thing is that God hasn't forgotten y'all. And he won't forget you. And Dr. Piper is proof that he won't forget you. But let me tell you something that happened real good yesterday, and May, we're glad you're back with us today. And Chaplain Rance, we're glad you're here. He's our chaplain emeritus. He's our diplomat chaplain. He travels all over for us, troubleshoots for us. So thank you so much for your faithfulness to Angola, too. We appreciate you being here. Chaplain Saint's here, you too. But let me tell you about how God works. He works miracles, I tell you, because yesterday at about 10:30, Ronnie Jett came to me and he said, you know, there's a Christian camp that's for sale. It's called Coweta Tea. And he said, these folks want to sell this camp. We ought to think about some kind of use for this camp. Ought to be some way to get it. I said, well, how much do they want for it? He said, oh, probably about $1.2 million. He said, we ought to think about what we can do with it. So I got to thinking, well, you know, we do Malachi Dad. It sure would make a good Malachi Dad camp. Now, Dr. Piper, what Malachi Dad is these inmates, we have a WANA that comes by, we do returning hearts. We might have told you a little bit about that, but one day a year their children come in, spend a whole day with them, play basketball, ride the horse, do all kind of good stuff together, and they get to reunite with their children. And Malachi Dad means that they get to be like Malachi in the Bible. He talks about children, your sons and so forth. And so we call him Malachi Dad. But we got to thinking, if you go off to Iraq, you're still a dad. You still can mentor your child. So if you go to prison, you still can be a dad. You still can mentor your child. So why can't we have Malachi Dad and work it through a WANA? So a WANA works on the children then, and we work on the Malachi Dad end. And so how many Malachi Dads do we have here in this prison? Do we have any Malachi Dads here tonight? Stand up. Let me see the Malachi Dads. Okay, give y'all a hand. All right. Now what they're doing is they're trying to mentor to their children and be a dad while they're in prison. And we enable them to do that, and therefore what they really want is their child not to come to prison. Inmates' children are 7 times more apt to come to prison than other children. And they're trying to break the cycle. And so what we do is every summer we send about 20 children from the inmate children, Malachi Dad children, up to Schroon Lake, New York. And Premier Jewelry pays their way. It's about $13,000, but 20 kids, the inmates, go to summer camp. They get to send their child. That's really cool. Anyway, Mike Barber's here yesterday. And y'all saw he brought with him for the first time that big tall guy that's a preacher. Well, that guy's a gazillionaire. He made all his money in the stock market a long time ago, and then he became a preacher. So we sitting there and we talking about, and I'm telling him about, we need us a Malachi Dad camp. We need a camp where inmates' children can go to camp, because now Malachi Dad is from San Quentin all the way across the country. We have Malachi Dad prisons all over the place that started here 5 years ago. They need to go to summer camp. So what we did last night is, the Lord laid on their heart that they work out a way to buy that camp. So we sat in a circle, we held hands, and we prayed.